Hey everyone, it's Coach Kenna, your high school and Iowa coach, and I wanted to take you on the journey for the past 5 days of how our organization was able to step in and help evacuated high school athlete families in this chemical crisis that occurred in Orange County. Now, this isn't to float our boat or pat ourselves on the back. It's just to let you know that regardless of the size of your organization, you can always step in to do something to help during a crisis. So, without further ado, let's get started with what happened on day number one. When we first heard the news, I'll be quite honest, we didn't believe it and we were shocked. When the evacuation zones were expanding all the way out to Orange County, we began to realize that this is closer to home than we most expected. So we immediately contacted the evacuation centers to get more details to see how we can support. Garden Grove families, Coach Akena, your high school 1AO coach here. I know the last 24 hours have been incredibly heavy with the evacuations and the uncertainty. So after day number 3, we prepare for day 4 to host the Recruiting 101 workshop for the displaced families. It was really buzzing. It was a big deal back in those times until today, where you're not seeing too much activity in the NIL portal because there's no longer going to be those serial transfers that were happening prior to this. So really, to protect your athlete, you want to have a transfer-proof game plan, is what we're saying. And after such a great response on day 4, we decided to host a part 2 where we help them with worksheets and assignments on how to conduct roster breakdowns. So this is how you break down the roster. Here's exercise number 1. You're going to start off by going through the official team's roster, okay? So you have the list of your colleges that your athlete wants to go to. You're going to go to each website, and then you're going to find the athletes that are graduate students or redshirt seniors. Make a list of those athletes specifically for the positions your athlete's competing for. And remember that according to this new EO, that the 5-year limit, they're going to actually have to vacate their spot by August 1st. All right, so that was the end of the 5-day journey, and hopefully this brought some insight and maybe a little bit of inspiration to how you can use your resources to help out your community during a crisis. Thank you to all the families and everyone who supported our organization during this time. And please do what you can to support those families who've been impacted throughout this time. Thank you so much for your time, support, and attention, everyone, and have a great day. Take care.